Mavericks trail by 10. Williams kicks to Powell. Williams with the ball. Williams picks him up. Young from outside. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 6th assist on the night. The Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Lakers.
The starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they weren't. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did. And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And at key points in this game, they stayed committed to their brand of basketball. That's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against the Mavericks.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Nick Young. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
A different look for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Nowitzki. Harris comes in for Chandler Parsons. And Barea subbed in for Williams. Harris kicks to Powell. Good on the triple.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Now, here is Russell. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 6. World peace. Good.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Here's Matthews. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Thank you for watching. And we send you now over to
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
Well, certainly a solid night for him offensively. Excellent production pretty much everywhere. He was what I call NSV, Ernie, a nice safety valve. When they need to open up the valve, he came through with that offense.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good
with Jordan Clarkson, take a dive into my team with Robbie from Two Bros Gaming, and of course have some BC for you with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
I just want to be the best player I can be.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we get on the court with Jordan Clarkson, take a dive into my team with Robbie from Two Bros Gaming, and of course have some BC for you with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
I just want to be the best player I can be.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we get on the court with Jordan Clarkson, take a dive into my team with Robbie from Two Bros Gaming, and of course have some BC for you with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
I just want to be the best player I can be.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we get on the court with Jordan Clarkson, take a dive into my team with Robbie from Two Bros Gaming,
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they got their season rolling with a nice win in their first game. Now we'll find out if they can build on it and open with back-to-back victories. Somebody we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight. What a story for this guy, Hassan Whiteside. He was a journeyman, and then last season, man, just exploded back onto the NBA scene. What do you make of what you've seen of Whiteside, Shaq?
You know, Ernie, he's got incredible height.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they played 10 games, each side would win 5.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Towns. Jody Meeks out there with Jones. Then there's Scott, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Scott hits them both. On defense, Minnesota coming into this having next to win against the Rockets in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Now here's Jones following the miss by Freak, and that one's good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Wash inside. Scott's there, and he gets it to go.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Now here's Jones. He's covered closely, and they're pushing it up. Here's Schneider. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And Kevin, he shows a point guard should look to pass first. I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And Towns gets it to go.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Schneider. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jones kicks to Wiggins. That's tipped. Now here's Wade. Here's Champ. The baseline jam. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Champ's got his second basket of the night. Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
We talked about the strategy as it applies to D-Wade. He said Dwayne can score at will when he gets into a rhythm. So our job is going to be prevent him from getting into that rhythm in the first place. Because if we can't do that, the points will just pile up. Most opponents are completely aware of that, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite find his way through traffic.
Here's Whiteside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Wiggins kicks to Jones. Just watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
Just careless. No other way to describe it to start the game. That's already his third miscue.
Well, I think he can actually execute better if he simplifies things and just stays with the game plan. So far, the execution's been poor.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And that sends Freak to the free throw line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. Miami shooting their first free throw. Of the night here. Morris is checked in for Minnesota. That free throw good from Schneider. Timberwolves trail by 4. Kicks it to Morris. Back to Jones. To the middle. Clock at 6. Here's Wiggins, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
And a lot of teams shy away from that mid-range, but if you can get them off of rhythm, then you can have success.
Here's Jones following the basket by Freak. Meeks passes to Wiggins. Baseline try. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
It's stolen by Morris. 3-on-3. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Morris. Wiggins has got his second bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Okay, Miami, now coming on the floor are your Heat dancers. Let them hear you.
Now look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. 9th in steals, assists, and they were in the top 10 in team blocks. Not elite level, but pretty good nonetheless.
Yeah, but you touched on their steal ranking. I mean, really a reflection of the quickness and awareness on the defensive end. They gambled some for sure, but overall, I like the approach they brought at that end of the floor.
Luol Deng is checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Galloway. After the made shot from Goran Dragic, Splitter sets a screen. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And it's 6 points for Andrew Wiggins. The Heat with the lead. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Wash kicks to Dang. It's stolen by Morris. Down low, here's Pekovic, and it's caught by Schneider. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Morris into the lane. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Charlotte Hornets.
And they played with such tenacity on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of them when they go on offense.
And I think you've got to give all the guys credit. I mean, plenty of credit to go around. You can't just highlight or pick out one or two guys that stood out, because everybody did defensively.
Here's Champ. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. For the three, and he gets it to go. Champ's got 14 points for the game.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
On his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. Heat lead by 3. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Schneider, he's in at the point. Chris Bosh is out there with Dang. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Dragic in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets was superb. He had 55 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Timberwolves?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points.
.125 left to play here in the half. Here's Champ. 14 points for him.
Get Marcus.
From past the arc. And that is good. Champ's got 17.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Knocked away. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Jones kicks to Galloway. Begovic with a screen. It's Splinter atop the key. Shot clock at 5. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Schneider. And it's Wiggins missing.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Whiteside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And he's good on the second. .17 seconds left in the second quarter. Now here's Jones, covered by Schneider. Throws up. Now hits on a finish the break. Proudhon with it.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And so we wrap up the first half. Heat out front, up by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
And what a tremendous game for Champ. He's got 21 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers. Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
and that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Outside, Jones. to the paint. Here's Scott. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Schneider. The shot is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Now Jones. There's the feed to Meeks. The dish to Wiggins. To the left wing. Timberwolves passing it around. Jones for three. But they recover it. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. For Minnesota, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
And Towns drops them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Here's Champ, defended by Jones. No good from Schneider.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the leaner.
Set up!
Wiggins drives in, and it's sent back by Bosch. Wade trying to break free. Scott, good.
Checking out the numbers for Whiteside, he had a strong showing last season. 3rd in rebounding and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last year. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim and always hustles to get there.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Outside, Jones. He kicks it to Wiggins. Jumper off the screen. Second shot opportunity. Offensive rebound. Towns. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The free throw drops for Towns. Marcus Morris is checked in for Jones. Second free throw, no good. The Heat leading by 6. Champ, the pass to Wade. Passes to Schneider. Miami needs to get a shot off. The 3 from Bosch. And he gets it to go. Bosch has got 5 now.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Got a piece of it, and they're moving it up. Releases. It's good. Nice touch there from Schneider. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Schneider. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Jared Bayless is checked in for Winslow. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Langston Galloway's checked in for Jody Meeks. There's the pass to Schneider. And it's Bayless in the corner. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 7 points in the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. By himself. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Galloway with the bucket. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Here's Champ. He has 29. Bayless the pass to Snyder. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season
We got to
ago.
be more physical on defense.
In fourth, the Timberwolves.
You know, Kevin, the players in the league that worry about getting their numbers each night were often disappointed when playing this team last year. They were one of the best at opponents' points allowed per game. They set the bar pretty high for their defense this year.
And the Heat making a change here. Deng's checked in. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Timberwolves. Splitter comes in for Scott. The 10-footer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. That's 10 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And with that height advantage right there, he had a good, clear look at the basket.
Bosch, a screen on Splitter. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third, and that one's good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Here's Galloway. Green. Galloway, no good.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
For Miami, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And that one's good. Jones has got 5 now.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Here's Champ. He's got 34. Lets the 3 fly. Shot is no good. Jones, that's for 2, and he nails the jumper. Jones has got his 3rd basket of the night. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Heat lead by 16. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
Check it out.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Timberwolves trail by 16. Schneider in at point guard. Winslow is out there with Deng. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Dragic in the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Here's Schneider. The 3-pointer, no good.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Ball's knocked loose. Got a piece of it. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. To the paint from 13. Wiggins with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 17. There's the steal. Dishes it to Whiteside. He feeds it to Dragic. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Schneider. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Meeks with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Another steal. Now here's Winslow, covered by Wiggins. And it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Schneider. Champ's got 40 points. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Miami?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Meeks dishes to Jones. Pass to Scott. Nice D from Dang.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Dragic gets the bucket.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Jones kicks to Scott. Now here's Wiggins. D right on him. Here's Towns. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Champ the pass to Day. Over to the wing. Right wing. It's tipped and stolen by Scott. And now the Timberwolves on the break. It's stolen by Dang. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Dragic dishes to Dang. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Jones kicks to Scott. 13 feet away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Champ the pass to Whiteside. Shot from 16. Gets it to go. That one good from Schneider. Champ's got 42 in the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Jones dishes to Scott. No good. Nice D from Dang.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make them.
Takes a 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Jones. Feeds it to Meeks. He dishes it to Wiggins.
2 minutes.
Hey, that one is his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Dang gets a wide open look. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. Kicks it to Scott. 5 on the clock. Wiggins left side. And that one's on target from the wing. Wiggins has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Miami.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
Sometimes, guys, it's hard during the first meeting of a season to get a feel for a team, but these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and I think they've got to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series against the Timberwolves.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Champ. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Jones drives in, and the layup is good.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Here's Schneider. Knocks down the three ball. Champ's got 50 points.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Pass to Winslow. Here's Champ. Fires for three. And again, Miami with the triple.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
player I can be.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we get on the court with and take a dive into my team with Robbie from Two Bros Gaming, and of course have some VC for you with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
I just want to be the best player I can be.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we get on the court with Jordan Clarkson, take a dive into my team from Two Bros Gaming, and of course have some VC for you with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, guys, bring it in. We're going to shift to some late game situational drills now. We need to do a better job of closing teams out late. Coaches, set it up.
You got it out. Get your pitch down there. I got you. Press. I got bag of big. Here we go. I got my man. I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Stay with the rebound.
fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around if you need anything.
I just want to be the best player I can be.
On this week's episode of NBA